Fever 333 dropped a new album, Darker White. We're just letting Glory kick
Don't get
every
me
single
started.
one off today because I know how into this record she's been and also how excited she's been. So would
Don't
it
get
even
me
be
fucking
fair
started.
for me to be like, all right, Glory, you got to stay quiet?
Don't even talk about this one. This fucking record. I'm listening to it right now because that's how much I fucking like it. So, God, where the hell do I start? Okay. Yesterday I had a full Fever 333 kind of like I feel the
The fever.
phase starting.
The
I
fever
feel the
coming.
fever. The fever, there's a fever coming. I was watching music videos for the album rollout. I was listening to the record. I listened to it like 5 times. I showed my family the record. I was like, you guys gotta fucking listen to this shit. My dad's very into it. He was like, holy shit, he's saying some like real shit. And I was like, yes, yes, he is. It's so cool, isn't it? I watched live videos. Like they got me. They got me. That's all I gotta say. Um, fuck, where do I start? Okay, album. So album wise, I think it is incredible. This third listen, no, for I'll be fucking honest, first listen, this shit was put on my album of the year list. And it went like all the way to the fucking top. I won't say where in the top, but it's fucking up there. Um Production wise, Jason produced a good bit of this album, which is really cool. I love when the artists are actually they get their hands in there and are able to actually work with their art from the very beginning to the very end. I think that's fucking awesome. Good job, Jason. Um, I love the sound of the record. I love the hybrid of the rap mixed with kind of the punk new metal. I don't know how the fuck you would classify this, but however, what the fever,
it's the blending of the rap and the rock, but not calling it rap rock.
Exactly, not calling it fucking new metal either, because that's what fucking new metal is. I don't know. Okay, so big fan of that. I think it's incredible. I love his flow. I love his tone. It gives me a lot of nostalgia. I don't know where. I don't know where the fuck he's getting his inspiration, but somewhere in just my music sphere, I've heard that just either growing up or just here in passing. I don't know. Um, I gotta pause it because it's distracting me now. I think the tone of the record is incredible. All of the songs touch on something very real and very serious, but the way that they approach it is you can opt in and listen to it and go, this is something fucking serious and shit that's happening now, shit that's been happening for fucking ever. Um, and I'm getting fucking hyped up because we gotta fucking do something about this. That type of energy, or you can kind of just go, I'm just gonna focus on his energy on the track and the instrumentals and just the entire sound of the track and not think about that. Where I do think that a lot of people should be listening to him, but I mean, that's just music. You can listen to the lyrics or you could just listen to the song without listening to the lyrics. I think the way that he's saying it is fucking incredible. He touches on a lot of heavy topics. He touches on gun violence, police, fucking he touches on fucking what is it called? Homophobia. He touches on just the state of America, the state of the world. He touches on broken families. He touches on just discrimination, just in general. He talks about growing up in the scene and not seeing anyone who looks like him. So he had to take that spot, which means a fuck shit ton to me. I just threw 2 curse words in there that did not need to be in there. It means a lot to me because that has been a thing growing up. I mean, I've been in the scene for oh my god, 9 years.
Long time.
Whoa, holy shit. And that's always been a thing for me. I've always internally kind of struggled with, do I really like belong here? Because like no one really here kind of like looks like me, whether it's in the crowd, especially in the crowd. It's usually me and like 6 other brown people in the crowd. And then even fewer on stage. And being able to see a full band of Black people is so fucking awesome. Just natural hair, fucking braids, fucking dreads, afros. I'm seeing that shit and I'm going, holy fuck, why weren't you guys? Well, they started, I had to look, 'cause I was like, have you guys been here this whole time? I think their debut single was in like 2018.
Mhm.
So basically, I'm just upset that they weren't in my circle
Yeah.
growing up, because that would have been fucking massive. Just like how Pulses was massive when we first started the podcast. It was like, holy shit, hey, you guys are here too. That's fucking awesome.
Mhm.
So that alone made me really get into them, because it was like, I have to catch up.
Yeah.
I should have been here for the past like 10 years, but better late than never.
Mhm.
Track listing wise, I think it flows incredibly. I think New West Order is an incredible opener, just with the little beat boops at the beginning, and then it just kind of crashes in. I think that's fucking awesome. I didn't like that song at first when it was being teased, and I said that when it was a single. The beat boops, still not like my favorite part, but now knowing what it's going into has made me really enjoy the song a lot more. I mean, fucking screaming 333 till the day we die. There's fever coming. Holy shit. Are you fucking kidding me? That's so fucking tight. Um, honest, dude, I could talk about this album forever. The music videos are incredible, and I usually don't look at or watch music videos unless I'm really into the project.
Mhm.
And I watched a lot of their music videos. The one for they just posted something asking for the Grammy consideration for that track. I think it's No Hostages.
Mhm.
Yeah, No Hostages. That fucking music video is incredible. It is so fucking crazy. You're so right. His energy is infectious.
I've been saying it.
No, it's like how he conducts himself
Yeah.
is so I love it. I can't stop watching, because it's like, oh my god, you're fucking cool as shit.
Mhm.
The entire band just has this just fucking swagger. I love it. A big fan of this album, big fan of this band. I don't know. I'm sure there's more that I could say, but that's all I got. That's all I got right now. Really, really, really needed this record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This record is fucking awesome. It's
Mhm.
it's everything I expected from a Fever 333 album and more. Been following them for a hot minute. I saw them open for Slipknot back in 2021, and then it's been a little bit of a lull period with not too much going on. We had gotten an EP, but the band kind of fell apart outside of Jason. So there's been some uncertainty and not as much fever coming as we would have wanted.
Yeah.
That was terrible pun attempts.
It's okay. I let it slide. I didn't give you a laugh, but I'm letting it slide.
Yeah,
man.
it was terrible. That was bad. I love the way that the record opens with there's a fever coming. I'm like, that's just so badass. One thing I've always respected about Fever 333 is their ability to talk about important topics in their music instead of just using their platform as a band to spotlight those issues via social media, via their stage presence, via whatever. They're actively writing it into their music, and I've always respected and appreciated that. Because while it is obviously in our scene, bands use their platforms to talk about these issues, it's not always directly in the music. So whenever a band takes a stance and puts it in writing and then puts it out and says this is what we believe in and we're writing it in the fucking music, I always respect that, and is something that they're not trying to hide it. So something I picked up on as soon as I found out about the band and all of that. So something I've always respected. But as what you said, if you'd rather just listen for the energy, it's obviously there if you want to hear it, but the songs are so chaotic and so high energy that if you just you don't want to think about that right now or and just listen to music as an escape or whatever, you can still listen to this band for that, because with some other bands, it's like it feels like it might be too much of the focus, where it's like you have to listen to and take that in when listening to the band, and I don't feel that way when listening to Fever 333. I feel like I can just listen to it for Jason going fucking crazy if that's how I feel to listen to music that day. So always something I've respected and appreciated about the band. with that being said, and as I already said, I really dig the opener. I think it sets the tone really well. I like the beat and all that stuff. As I said, I love that he says there's a fever coming. I just think that's badass, because like I feel like that line just sets the tone for what you're about to get yourself into with the record. It's a more of a rap focused track, which again I think is an interesting way to open the record, because of course I know that they do both genres. I've always listened to their more rock focused stuff, because that is like what they played when they opened for Slipknot and things of that nature. So to open a record like that, I'm like, fucking badass. I know it's very much part of the brand and part of what they do. Like, that's fucking awesome. And then they jump right into it with Higher Power, where it's like, don't worry, we haven't strayed too far away from the heavy. It's right there still. So I'm into that. My favorite 3-track run is Swing, because holy shit, that song's catchy as fuck. Murderer and Tourist, because I think Tourist is a really interesting, like, experimental-ish track that I think they execute very well. Weirdly enough, like, as much as I love the super high energy, Fever 333, and it's what drew me to the band, and I think what draws most people to the band, I like when they get a little bit more weird on this record, or a little bit more experimental, or some of the more rap focused songs, because I just think that they just do such a good job with those. It's not normally like me to be like, I gravitate towards the weird experimental, the rap stuff, when there's half the songs on here are exactly what I would go for, and I love those songs, but I also love the stuff that I normally wouldn't gravitate towards on this record, which I think is weird but also really fucking cool. I'm a huge fan of this album. I'm glad to have finally experienced a rollout from the band, because I think it was long overdue, considering how long I've known about them. But I'm really into this. I dig it a lot. I will be spinning this record more, and I'm wishing Jason well on his recovery, hoping to see them out there at some point, but totally understand why the tour has been canceled and they're taking a step back. Hoping that they'll be able to tour off of this record at some point soon, because we'll all be there.
Oh my god, I will travel to like multiple days for this shit. I'm so serious. Like, I can't miss this one. My favorite tracks, I just realized I didn't, when you said your favorite, I was like, oh fuck, I didn't get my favorite. I mean, I could genuinely wholeheartedly say the entire record is my favorite, and I don't have a favorite. But to opt out of that answer that I hate getting in every fucking interview, where it's like, that's you picking a child. It's like, I asked you a fucking question, answer it. Fuck. Higher Power, great single, great music video, great track. I fucking love it. Pin Drop, insane. Shh, quiet. Oh, that fucking beat is crazy. And then when they add the little fucking the snare in like halfway through, oh my god, I love that song. I also I do like Murderer, and I really like Swing. Swing is like my dad's favorite track, I think. Sing, motherfucker, sing, oh my god, it's so fucking good. I fuck with this record. I'm so heavy. I love it so much.